Well, I certainly think and came to camp with the idea in mind that if we can have the kind of camp we want to have, that we've got a team that can compete for the top spot. And that's, I don't want to understate that for sure. There's a lot of work to be done because we're going to play a lot of young players. But I think that when you weigh it, you weigh where we've evolved over the last 2 or 3 years with our defense. You look at some of the talent we've got, look at Dak. When I look at all those things, I think we've got a chance to be a contender.
Clarence?
Get back to Zach Martin. Do you expect him to be here? Where are you guys at that negotiation? And were you surprised that he's taking this stance?
I'm just not going to discuss anything about any of our players' agreements, but we certainly have great communication with, frankly, everybody. And so not necessarily any surprises at all, but we won't be discussing any of the football business aspect of this thing with any public comments.
So a four-star telegram. I didn't do that first.
I appreciate that, Clarence.
I don't want to get in trouble. But do you expect him to be here for the start of camp? Can you at least say that?
Again, I don't want to get into, I don't know that my expectations, I know that would give you some indication, but we've got everything as we start camp today and where we are, there are no nothing to concern me about anything to do we're doing with contractual situations.
But no, I mean he's a great player. He's one of our team leaders, and there's nothing but love for him, and so that part hasn't changed. I think, as Jerry's already addressed it, I mean this is a business situation, and that's where it is.
Jerry, Todd Archer of the ESPN. Your thoughts on the new ownership group in Washington and what they'll mean to the league?
The group is outstanding. Josh is very competent. They've passed every test as far as they want to. They want to win, and they want to build a great franchise when they've put it on the line the way they have. It's an outstanding group. It is really an exemplary way of putting together the financial aspect of buying a team, and they've got a lot of interested people through their investment, but they made their investment because they were fans either of the Washington team or they were fans of sport or football. So it's to me, it's a great way to put an ownership structure together for the NFL. They particularly, I don't want to slight the individual qualifications of everybody involved there. And so there'll be a formidable group, and I'm proud for the fans of Washington.
Pat.
Where do you feel you are going into this season from where you projected or wanted to be at this stage?
I mean, to give you a comparable, I think it's definitely the best of the 4 years. I think that when you just building up what Jerry talked about with the draft and younger players and the development in how we're able to integrate our young players. We've played, I don't know what the statistics are, but I'm sure we're up there 1 or 2 in the league is playing young players the last particularly 2 to 3 years. So, so that part is I feel really strong about, because I've always felt that bridging the gap between the veteran players and the younger players is critical in your opportunity that you're building towards winning a championship. So, and this is such a perfect time of year for us, because this is the purest football opportunity that we'll have as a football team, and we have an incredible training facility to have it in. So, but no, I feel great about our culture. I had a chance to have dinner last night with the leadership council, and just so impressed with our leadership group in the veteran, just the things that that's on their mind and where they are, and just really not only the respect they have for one another across the ball, offense and defense, but really the love that they have in a connection or they have with the rookie class. And you know, they told me they felt this was the best rookie class of the last three, and I kind of laughed because I said, well, you said that last year too. So I mean, but so I think that's a pretty good indicator of how they feel about the locker room culture. So I feel like it's very strong.
I think that when I look at where we are with Dak, when I look at where we are with Tyron Smith, when I see and what I've experienced on players that have played great for the Cowboys that aren't here today, we need to get it done now while we got them. And I think that's healthy for everybody. I think that's the way my competition is structured. My competition, the Cowboys competition. And so that causes you to really pop up in the morning and be ready to gnaw a leg off. And I think that's in and of itself. I've often said that just getting to be a part of this thing, the NFL, the Cowboys, be around these guys, be around you. I've often said that made me something I wouldn't have been had I not been here. I might not have been as aggressive or as urgent. So I'm very urgent. And if aggressive is a part of that, that's a part of it. And I am proud that I'm as excited and got the health to be that way.
Mike, you told us before that